This is my fishing box I made. Made this last month. It has a fish on the side of the water, all the fish I've ever caught. Grizzly bear on the side that chased off the Kenai River 2 times by grizzly bears when I was fishing last summer. My name on it. And this represents me fishing in the mountains of Wyoming, Pennsylvania, and Alaska. This up, open it up inside. I got my poles. One pole I bought last year. It's an antique pole out the flea market for fly fishermen in Cranberry. Didn't have an end on it, bought it for $10. And I caught all types of fish on it up in Alaska. I have another one on here, a green one. It's a heavier pole, which I've never used, but I have it in there. It's my second fly pole. On the front here, inside the lid, there's the names of the streams: Pennsylvania, Hicks Run, West Branch, Buffalo Creek. Buffalo Creek's where I started fishing with my grandpap back in 1965. 64, I think it was. Yeah, 64. West Branch of Hicks Run, where I always fished with Bonk Ernie. He took me up there in 1967. Wyoming, Tennessee Creek. Me and my son Milt fished there. He had one, we got one time. It was pretty good size. West Tennessee Creek is where my son and my dad and my daughter fished at. The Crazy Woman Creek was the last stream me and my dad fished in out there. Here's a picture of me at Alaska Montana Creek with a chum or dog salmon I caught up there on a fly pole. And this here's Alaska, the Kenai, Russian Rivers, Montana Creek, Goose Creek, Willow Creek, Sheep Creek, and Sunshine Creek. Fished up there. Here's my poles inside. And all the hardware I put on. It took me about a month and a half to build this. Here on the front, had the trout. All the fish I caught. That's the guy fishing in a mountain stream. Me in Wyoming and somewhat Pennsylvania and Alaska. And the bear on here signifies that the grizzly bears chased me off the Kenai River. Story behind this box is my uncle built himself a box back in 1974. And I still have it up there. I have it in my closet. And I really like that box. It's still up there. I've got his fishing poles and my grandpa's fishing poles in it. And he said he would build me a box when he retired. Well, he was supposed to retire at the end of April. He retired at the beginning of April 1975. And we was planning on going fishing the first day of April, April 15th. He's going to get his first check at the end of April, and he died of a heart attack the night before we were supposed to go fishing. So he never made me a box. So since I've retired, it's been 4 years ago. Yeah, 4 years ago. I decided this fall I was gonna make myself my own box. So I got some lumber, No plans. I just start off by measuring my poles and fitting them in. And that's how I did it. So, you know, I go fishing. I have a box for my poles for my reels for these poles, and for my salmon poles for Alaska. This will not go on a plane over to Alaska because I'll probably never see the damn thing again. But that's my box. It's more of a remembrance box of all the places I've fished my whole life. There's other places I've fished, but these are the most memorable ones. I fished with my dad, my uncle, my kids. And put felt on the inside, suggestion from some of my friends. Outside is royal oak. It's got some scratches in it already, but I don't care. Bought the stuff from Amazon for this. Hinges I got up at Pete's hardware store. But that's my box. Chains on it to keep the lid from flopping over. And that's it. That's my box. You know, I'm no professional, but you know, I made it. It's mine. Here's the box I made for my fishing reels. I got the state of Pennsylvania in. It's scratched up already. Alaska, Pennsylvania, name on it, 5-pole, and Hicks run on the back. Inside I got an outline for trout, and there's my reels. My salmon pole, my ultralight, and my middleweight. So that's my fishing. This is supposed to be cherry, but it didn't turn out very good, but yeah, it's okay. So that's my fishing. My fishing stuff. You know. I always wanted a box like this, and I just decided, you know what, I'm going to make one. No plans. Started out with just measuring my poles and just thinking it out. You know, the way I wanted to do it. Same way with the box. Now when I go fishing, all I have to do is just set this stuff in the back of my truck. I don't have to worry about my poles getting tangled up. I just tear everything down, put it away, and come home. So that's the story of my box.